All right, IM3 classes. We are continuing on with our polynomial operations lesson. Today, we're going to be talking about multiplying polynomials. So let's look at a couple examples. Real basic starting off. This is something you should remember from like freshman year or even 7th or 8th grade. The first thing with multiplying polynomials, all you're doing is distributing, right? So distribute the 2 inside, and that is multiplication operation that's happening here. So 2 times x is 2x plus 2 times 4. And I'm actually going to show everything in here. So 2 times 4, so it's 2x plus 8, just so we see how that works. All right, so we are distributing the 2. Goes to both x and the 4, we get 2x plus 8. All right. So here again, distribute the 2. So we have 2 times 3x. You bring down the minus sign, and then 2 times 5. So again, the 2's are getting distributed, and then multiply that through. 2 times 3x is 6x. Minus 2 times 5 is 10. So when you distribute, you're multiplying the term on the outside by both monomials on the inside. Right. So here now we have x in, or the x on the outside, so we distribute that. So we have the same thing, so it's going to be 3. Actually, let me rewrite that. So it'll be x times 3x minus x times 4. Different way to write this, put the x's together, so it'd be 3x times x. Switch that around to something we'd normally see, 4x. So 3x times x times x is x squared. So this is 3x squared minus 4 times x is 4x. All right. So I think that's probably enough of showing all the steps of everything expanded out. Probably get it, you multiply. All right, so this next one, you don't need to show all that steps. So from here, when you're doing this on your assignment, you can go straight from here down to here. All right, just know that you are multiplying each time through. All right, so I'm not going to show the multiplication throughout the best way. Next, what we're going to do is called, we're going to multiply the binomials. All right, there's a couple different ways to think about it. There is a split and distribute. There is a FOIL. Some of you might be familiar with FOIL. Take a peek. No, I didn't write FOIL there. Basically, what is happening is what you're going to do is you're going to split up this first binomial. You're going to split up to an x plus 4. Split it up nice and wide. And then it gets multiplied. Both of those terms on this get multiplied by the second binomial. So that's x minus 2. Let me highlight some things here so we can really see it. So here's the second one, and so you split up the first one, and each term on the first one gets distributed into the second one. So here it's going to be x times x is x squared. X times 2 is negative 2x. 4 times x is 4x. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. Last thing, we have some like terms in the middle. So just keep a lookout for like terms. So minus 2 plus 4, that combines to a positive 2x. So the final thing is going to be x squared plus 2x minus 8. So that's one way to do it. The next way to do it, so another example, you can also use the FOIL method. So FOIL, F-O-I-L, stands for first, outer, inner, last. So what you're going to do, you multiply the first two terms. So 2x times x is 2x squared. You multiply the outer two terms, so that's 2x negative 5. So 2x times negative 5 is negative 10x. You multiply the inner two terms, 3x, and then the last two terms. So that's negative 15. Same thing, we have the like terms in the middle. Negative 10x plus 3x is negative 7x. So the final step is negative, or 2x squared minus 7x minus 15. All right, so that's the other way to help you remember how to do it. So there's the split and distribute, split up the first one, distribute both, or you can think of it as FOIL. I like to think of it as the first one, but I don't show all the work. I have issues with FOIL because it only helps you if you're multiplying a binomial times a binomial. It doesn't help you if you're multiplying, like if this had 3 terms here or something. So it only works for very specific types of problems like this. So what I like to think about is you just take the first term here, the 6x, and you distribute it into outside. So instead of thinking of it as FOIL, I just think I take this first term, distribute it into the second polynomial. So 6x times 3x, 6 times 3 is 18, x times x is x squared. 6x times minus 8, 6 times minus 8, that's negative 48x. And then I'm going to take the 7, I'm going to treat it as a negative 7. So negative 7 times 3x is negative 21x. Negative 7 times, again, I'm treating this as a negative 8. Negative 7 times negative 8 is a positive 56. All right. Like terms still in the middle. So you combine that, you get 18x squared. Negative 48x minus 21x, that's negative 69x plus 56. So again, I think of it, distribute the first term, distribute the second term, and then combine like terms. All right, so there are special case polynomials. So here, the most common mistake I would see with something like this is kids would just distribute this and say this is x squared plus 25. That is incorrect, right? When you square something, you're multiplying the whole thing times itself. So what we would do to square this would be x plus 5 times x plus 5. So I'm going to distribute. So now I distribute, I do the FOIL, however you want to think of it. I'm going to distribute the x. So x times x is x squared. X times 5 is 5x. Down at the bottom, 5 times x is 5x. 5 times 5 is 25. Combine like terms in the middle. So 5x plus 5x is 10x in the middle. So I get x squared plus 10x plus 25. I'm going to highlight that so it stands out a little bit better. Combine those to get the 10x in the middle. All right, so let's do one more of those. So again, when you're squaring it, you need to multiply it times itself. So 2x times 2x is 4x squared. 2x times 7 is negative 14x. 2x, or negative 7 times 2x is negative 14x. And then the last, again, we're treating this as a negative. So negative 7 times a negative 7 is a positive 49. Combine like terms in the middle, negative 14 minus 14, that's negative 28. And 4, so it's 4x squared minus 28x plus 49. All right. We're going to skip So now we're going to do a binomial times a trinomial, right? So same thing. This is why I don't really like FOIL, because FOIL wouldn't help you with this one because there's too many terms. So what I'm going to do is still just distribute the x and then distribute the 2. I'm going to line this up a little bit different at the end. So first, x times x is x squared, x cubed, actually. So x times x squared is x to the 3rd power. X times negative 3x is negative 3x squared. And then x times 4 is 4x. What I like to do with these, because there's going to be more than one set of like terms, so they kind of keep everything looking nice. What I'm going to do when I multiply this, so 2 times x squared is 2x squared. I'm going to put that underneath right here. So I'm going to add the 2x squared there so that I can line up the like terms that way. 2 times negative 3x is negative 6x. So line up the like terms, and then 2 times 4 is 8. And so now I can just add vertically here. So bring down x cubed, negative 3x squared plus 2x squared is negative 1x squared, or that's just x squared. 4x minus 6x is negative 2x plus 8. Again, it's just like we are adding those. And that just helps me keep things more organized. So let's do one more of those. I just had a bunch of, okay. So same thing, I'm going to distribute the 2x, and then again, I'm treating that like a negative 5. So distribute 2x. So 2x times 3x squared. 2 times 3 is 6. Actually, move that down a little bit. 6. X times x squared is x cubed, or x to the 3rd power. 2x times x is 2x squared. And then 2x times negative 4 is negative 8. And when I distribute this, I treat it as a negative 5. So negative 5 times 3x squared is negative 15x squared. I'm going to line it up with the other x squared terms. Negative 5 times x is negative 5x. I forgot the x on there. That's negative 8x. And then negative 5 times negative 4. Again, we are treating that as a negative. So negative 5 times negative 4 is positive 20. So plus 20. Now just add that together. So 6x cubed, 2x squared plus negative 15x squared is negative 13x squared. Negative 8x minus 5x is negative 13x plus 20. A lot of 13s in that one. Cool. So there we go. That is the final answer. All right. So that'll do it. If you have any questions, just let me know. You can email me. Other than that, we will see you guys next time.